Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. It is time for another World Cup video. And in today's video, we will be talking about the Lions of Teranga, also known as Senegal, the African Cup of Nations champions, and a team that is going in very, very good directions. But before I begin, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit the share button so you can share this video to everybody who wants to watch this video. And also, we will be discussing their best 11 to go to compete at Qatar, and I'll be discussing about their chances at this World Cup, how far that they can go. Because if we all kind of remember sort of scenes like obviously 2002 when they famously shocked France, and I think everyone kind of remembers that as well. And they also, they beat Denmark all along the way as well. Getting to the quarterfinals to lose to Turkey, which was very, very good. But we are going to pick now their best 11. So who gets in the best Senegal 11 for you guys today? Well, I will just do that anyway, as I will do now. So as you can see on the screen, I've gone for a 4-3-3. I have gone for a 4-3-3. Obviously, with Senegal, Aliou Cisse does like his 4-3-3 formations as well. We'll also talk about the squad that Aliou Cisse has picked ahead of the two friendlies with Bolivia and Iran, of course. So starting in goal, Alfred Gomez at Rennes has had a very good season so far. Seny Dieng is having a very good season at QPR. Edouard Mendy, not having the best of seasons at Chelsea, has had his critics as well, has the big goalkeeper. But people have sort of short memories, and Edouard Mendy was the goalkeeper of the tournament at the African Cup of Nations. So I think with the goalkeeping situation, I think it is going to be Edouard Mendy. It has to be for me. Because I think, as I said, people have short memories of what Mendy did at the African Cup of Nations. Practically kept a lot of clean sheets at that tournament, doesn't he? So he was very, very good on the day. So I do think that going into Qatar, I do think that Edouard Mendy is the strong choice to be a goalkeeper for this Senegal 11. Now, we're all going to move on to the right back because big news for Senegal is that obviously Bouna Sarr has picked up an injury and will miss the World Cup. He has done his ACL at Bayern Munich. Very, very disappointed for him because he is a very, very good player and he would have been the first choice right back as well. So to be honest, there's really only one position that I think could be, I think you'd have to say it has to be Noah Fadiga for me. I look at the Senegal's defenders, and Noah Fadiga is the only right back that they have actually called up. So I wonder if they may move to a back three, but Noah Fadiga is a very, very good right back, so I would expect him to be the first choice right back going into this tournament. But very, very sad news, obviously, about Bouna Sarr, because Bouna Sarr, as I said, was very, very good at the African Cup of Nations. So very, very disappointed to see. Now left back, I've got to be honest. This player missed the tournament in 2018, and I have to say, I look at the other names, and obviously Fodé Ballo-Touré is obviously one of them to go into this World Cup. Obviously, the AC Milan defender, of course, left back as well. But there is only one name for me, and it's got to be this guy, and another player who played really, really well at the African Cup of Nations, Aliou Cisse, left back. Obviously, his driving runs down the left-hand side. And obviously, we're watching Senegal at the African Cup of Nations. They were very, very good down the wings. I think you have to say, obviously, Cisse was obviously left wing back, and obviously Bouna Sarr was right wing back as well. So I think if Senegal are to use wing backs, I think that could be very, very good for them going forward. So yeah, I've gone for Saliou Cisse. As I said, he did miss the 2018 World Cup because of injury. So at 33 years of age, he isn't in the Senegal squad at the moment, but you would expect him to potentially be in the Senegal squad for the World Cup. But I just think he is the best choice left back there. I really, really do. I think he is the best choice left back there. Defender as well. We definitely know one of the players who is definitely going to be playing. And it is the captain, of course, Kalidou Koulibaly. Yes, Kalidou Koulibaly. Another Chelsea player who's played, I would say, well. He's kind of adapted to the Premier League so far. But Kalidou Koulibaly is a wonderful defender. He is a very, very good defender, and did well to captain his side at the Africa Cup of Nations, didn't he? He did very, very well there. So I would expect him to potentially captain this side. Alongside, and this is a very tricky one because, as I said, you've got Moussa Niakhaté of Nottingham Forest, Abdou Diallo, who has partnered Koulibaly in the past as well, and obviously you've got Pape Abou Cisse as well. But for me, it's got to be Abdou Diallo. It has to be for me. A defender who has done really, really well recently. And, I think those two were very, very key in the African Cup of Nations win. Both of them at the back were very, very solid. And, if Senegal are going to do well at this World Cup, they have to have a solid centre-back choice. And I look at that back five already, and obviously Mendy in goal, Cisse, Diallo, Koulibaly, and Fadiga. That is a very, very solid back five as well. Guys, remember to get your starting 11s in the comments section down below. And we will move on to the midfielder. Now, the central defensive midfielder, not an awful lot of choices there, you would have to say. I mean, obviously, Nafalius Mendy, who's not having the best of seasons at Leicester City. Obviously, Chico Kouyaté can play there. Obviously, Papi Gueye can play there. Idrissa Gueye. But for me, despite his form at Leicester, it's got to be Nafalius Mendy for me. And again, I know it's a player who you would kind of say has not had the best of seasons at Leicester City, but he is a very, very good choice for central defensive midfielder. And you actually wonder, with obviously Leicester City's struggles, you would wonder if he would actually come into their side a lot more. And I do think he will. I do think he will. And I think having him there is very, very good. So yeah, Nafalius Mendy for me will be going in the central defensive midfielder. Alongside him, I think it's going to be a Premier League. I think it's going to be a Premier League midfield three, because I've got Idrissa Gana Gueye, who started very, very well at Everton again, on loan from PSG. You would obviously probably expect him to potentially, go there. But is he permanent? I think he might be permanent anyway. But those two, Idrissa Gana Gueye, another player who played really, really well at the African Cup of Nations. And, I just don't think you change that kind of winning squad. I really, really don't. And I think the way that, Senegal have been playing recently, I mean, they've only had two defeats in the whole of 2022. One was to Egypt when they were, trying to qualify for the World Cup, and they beat Egypt on penalties. And the other one was to Zambia, 4-3. So Senegal don't lose many games, and just having Idrissa Gana Gueye, having Mendy is a very, very solid midfield. And alongside him, we have the experience of Chico Kouyaté of Nottingham Forest now, isn't it? It's obviously Nottingham Forest now. Chico Kouyaté, another very good player, another outstanding player in African Cup of Nations as well. But look at that midfield, just solid, very, very strong, difficult to get the ball off people as well. So I would have to say as well. Now, left wing, for me, there's only one man. There is only one man, and he is obviously having his struggles. He is obviously having his struggles at Bayern Munich at the moment. But Sadio Mane, you can't leave Sadio Mane out. He is the current Senegal all-time top goal scorer. And to be honest, he is getting very, very close to 100 caps now. He is getting very, very close to 100 caps for Senegal, and I do expect him to, be that left wing. You can maybe see him maybe as the centre forward as well. But for me, I think he's better on the left hand side, because I think Senegal going forward, they haven't got the best of striking options, I would say, because obviously koulibaly, for many people who don't know, he is actually suspended until December the 5th for anti-doping violation. So he's going to be missing the World Cup, which is a real shame for him. He now plays for Spartak Moscow in Russia. So really disappointed for Keita Balde there. Right wing, I'm going to go for Ismaila Sarr. It's got to be Ismaila Sarr, to be honest. Watford player. Quite surprised he's still at Watford, to be honest. Quite surprised. But you'd have to say Ismaila Sarr has been very good. Another player who was very good at the Africa Cup of Nations, and I do expect him to do very well with that as well. So you've got Mane, you've got Sarr on the wings. I am going to go for a centre forward that sort of came into his shell kind of earlier on in the African Cup of Nations, and I do think that he will play there as well. It's going to be Bouli Dia at Villarreal, and I think this front three is very good, and I think they will give a lot of teams problems as well. So let's go through this 11. It is Edouard Mendy, Saliou Ciss, Abdou Diallo, Kalidou Koulibaly, Noah Fadiga, Namphalis Mendy, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Cheikhou Kouyaté, Sadio Mane, Bouli Dia, and Ismaila Sarr. Guys, get your starting teams in the comment section down below. I mean, look at that team. It's very solid at the back, very good solid in midfield, and very good attacking as well. So let's see. Let's get that off. And we will obviously go and talk about their chances now at the World Cup. I've got to be honest, I think Senegal have got very good chance to go very far in this tournament. I have looked at their potential sort of, round of 16 and, quarterfinal opponents. And I think quarterfinals is probably the best that they could probably get. They made the quarterfinals in, 2002, and I think you look at that, and I think they could do well. I think they could do very well. They are playing against Netherlands in the first game. They could potentially give Netherlands a really hard game. They could give Netherlands a very hard game. Then they do play Qatar. Now, you would expect them to play. You would expect them to probably beat Qatar. You would expect them to beat Qatar, wouldn't you? And then they do have Ecuador on the final day, on the final group stage game. And again, you would probably expect them to win. For me, I have predicted Senegal to win that group because I do think that they are very capable of getting 3 wins in this group. They shocked everybody in 2002. They could easily do it again. They could easily do it again. Now, obviously, they are in Group A. Now, Group B is obviously the England, Wales, USA, and Iran group. So they will face a winner or a runner-up in that group. So, were they to face Wales, I think they would win. I think they would beat Wales. I think they are better than Wales, and I think they would get through against Wales. If they would play USA, again, I think they would probably beat a USA. England's the interesting one. If I'm looking at that, Senegal and England haven't played each other for... I don't think they've ever played each other, actually. If anybody knows in the comments of any other games between Senegal and England, then please let me know. But that game could be potentially a good game to watch. I don't think there'll be many goals because, England are very good defensively under Gareth Southgate. Aliou Cisse is very, very good with Senegal. So I think that game could be very, very interesting. And I actually would fancy Senegal potentially over England. I would. But we will see. Quarterfinals is where it gets interesting because obviously they have to play someone from Group C or D. Now, that could potentially be a France or it could be potentially an Argentina. So that's the worry. If they get an Argentina or a France, you know what? They shot France before. They could easily do it again. And then obviously, if they played Argentina, that might be a different side of things. But I think Senegal, for me, I think they're going to get to the quarterfinals. I think they're doing a very, very good job of Aliou Cisse. He has been in charge since 2015. So I look at that, and I do think that Senegal will do well at these World Cups. So yeah, for me, I think they will do well and get to a quarterfinal. I'm going to go for quarterfinals for Senegal. Guys, let me know in the comments where you think Senegal will finish in this World Cup. And also let me know your predicted 11 as well in the comments section down below. But thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will leave the last link above for you to go and watch. It was a very, very good one. I did the Brazil 11 as well. But thank you very much for watching. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. That way you can support the channel. And obviously, more World Cup content will be coming on this channel. I will be trying to be as consistent as possible. The Lions of Teranga, how will they do? Could they potentially be one of the first African nation sides to win the World Cup? But we will see. We will see what happens anyway. But thank you very much for watching. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.